everyone out there in the land of YouTube. Annette Dion here. I'm the host and founder of the one and only Psychic News Network. Today is Wednesday, December 6th. What's new? Well, feels like a lot of things are happening really fast. So let's try to slow things down a little bit and see if we can, kind of get a grip on what's going on. Still in this room. I don't understand that. So, it's Wednesday, it's hump day. Let me know how you're doing, what's going on. We have Kevin McCarthy. Not only did he lose his speaker seat in October, but now he's just stepping down altogether. Oh, you're watching the Joe Biden, the attempt to impeach Joe Biden for doing too good of a job. You're brave to watch it because I know it would make you definitely kind of pissy, as you're saying. Well, here's what's going on. Let me see if I can put it in a nutshell. The universe is forcing us to wake up. The universe is forcing us to wake up. That's what's happening. The universe doesn't want us to get used to, just so we just let it go. The universe doesn't want us to get used to lies to the point where we just slough them off. The universe doesn't want us to get used to hatred, because we'll never survive as a human species if we're hateful. The universe wants us to notice the blatant hypocrisy. The universe wants us to notice that each and every one of us matters. And I want you to know that I have my democracy elf on a shelf. He doesn't have a name, so I'm calling him Democracy Elf. Maybe Elvis, the Democracy Elf? This bell doesn't really go. Hang on, it doesn't really fit right. So the Democracy Elf is here to let you know. Elliot Elf? Well, kind of like that. He's here to check on you to make sure that you're behaving and that you're doing your work to save democracy. So he's going to be here all month, and we're going to put him here, and he's going to be checking on you, and he'll be in different places every time we have Psychic News Network. And he's going to make you feel guilty if you're not doing your part. How's that? Just from his presence. No malarkey. No malarkey. What's happening is, even for the people that didn't know what was going on, it's starting to be blatantly obvious and in your face what's going on. Even if you're a citizen who wasn't really paying very much attention to what was going on, you know that January 6th happened. No, I didn't replace the money. Betty is there. You probably can't see her. Can you not see Betty? Let's move over. I don't have the same view that you do. So, MAGA Mike just said it. He just said it. MAGA Mike just said it. MAGA Mike just said, oh no, hang on, I have to address this. The elf is not the mascot. Betty Bunny is a mascot. The elf is the elf on a shelf. It's a democracy elf. Somebody's going to be having a blue Christmas. So MAGA Mike just came out with it. He said, because they're asking him, so he's got all these videos, all this footage of January 6th that they're claiming that the American people haven't seen. We've seen it. We watched the January 6 hearings. We watched the actual event. We all have seen it. What they want to do is show their MAGA followers who don't really believe their own eyes. They want to show their MAGA followers that actually that nothing happened. So if you didn't hear, yeah, it's distractions, but it's more than distractions, Thomas. He stood up there at the podium, I don't know what, I think it was a press conference, MAGA Mike, and he stood up there and he said, because he was asked about this January 6 footage that they claim that they have, and he said it's not ready yet because they have to blur the faces of the people at the January 6 insurrection because they have to protect them. And then I guess he just kind of just stopped, and maybe he retraced his steps in his head. Maybe he didn't at all. Maybe he didn't realize what he was admitting to. So they want to protect the insurrectionists that are in the January 6 video footage, which in my mind is a violation of their oath of office. Giving aid to insurrectionists. So I'm going to take a look at whether that's actually going to be brought up at some point. Yeah, mainstream news has started to finally report on the attempted takeover of our government, the coup, the ongoing coup. Yeah, right? You thought it was Antifa rioting. The other thing that, came to mind too is MAGA Mike is going on about they need to release this footage and they have to blur the faces, but I thought that they said that the faces that were at the insurrection, the people that were there, what they claimed before was that it was the FBI in costume pretending that they were Trump supporters. So what is it, MAGA Mike? Which one is it? It's really insane. First of all, is MAGA Mike going to be called out on what? Is he going to be called out? He's going to be called out for that. Is he going to be called out for that statement on the grounds that it violates his oath of office? Actually, it looks like yes. Somebody's going to bring it up that it's against his oath of office, MAGA Mike, to say openly that he needs to blur the faces of the insurrectionists before he releases the video. Midas Touch is making the mainstream media look so stupid. Yes, that's true. That is true. So now mainstream media, I've been writing to them for months. You guys know that if you follow me. I've been writing to MSNBC, which is the only mainstream media that I watch. And telling them. I told them that I watch Midas Touch for the real news. Yeah. So let's take a look. We'll pull 3 cards about MAGA Mike and whether he's going to be cited for giving aid. Because really what it is it's giving protection to the insurrectionists. Because they need to blur their faces. I mean, he says as if the Democrats are going to come after them. Honestly. And I really do feel that Liz Cheney's book, Shining the Light on MAGA Mike, is gonna make a difference. So we have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, he's gonna be indicted for January 6th. Mike Johnson is gonna be indicted. I have 2 6s. Yeah. The communication, the information about January 6th and his involvement in January 6th is up in the forefront of the DOJ's vision. It's right there. And the 2 of Cups. Well, He's trying to have it both ways. Whenever I read on MAGA Mike, I get that he's very, very conflicted. He's trying to cover for the Donald. He's given aid and comfort to the insurrectionists, right? Isn't that giving aid and comfort to the insurrectionists to say, we need to blur their faces before we show the American people? Yeah. It looks like he's trying to figure out what position to take. Clearly, he's trying to figure out what position he's going to take. I feel like MAGA Mike is in hot water. I really do feel like he's in hot water. I feel like he's got a lot of stress on him. What they're doing, yes, I think he'll be facing justice, Gloria. I agree with that. I definitely, I got the six of swords and the 6 of wands there. So there we go. I'm going to pull 3 cards about whether George Santos is going to spill the beans. Because I really think that he is. I really think that he's got dirt. And Santos has no morals and no loyalty and no ethics and no ability to tell the truth. Your Pendulum says Jack Smith is watching MAGA Mike. Oh yeah, that was very clear. I got the 6 of swords and the 6 of wands. Very clear. And MAGA Mike's like, oh, how can I please everyone with the 2 of cups? I don't know. Just trying to come to some kind of agreement. Is George Santos going to spill a lot of information that will be harmful? It doesn't look like it will be harmful because I feel like will George Santos tell stories that raise eyebrows? He will tell stories that raise eyebrows. I get that it's really the same thing. Really. Yeah, he will. I get it's the same energy as the Madison Cawthorn situation. Really the same energy. Really similar. Is it going to be? Is the GOP going to find a way to get him to be quiet? The GOP is going to find a way to get him to be quiet. He's definitely going to tell all. But the GOP is going to find a way to get him to be quiet. Is it that the GOP is going to expose Santos's dirty laundry? No, it's not going to be that. For entertainment purposes only, is a GOP going to put fear into George Santos? Yes, they're going to put fear into him. I'm feeling like, for entertainment purposes only, I'm feeling like George Santos is going to get phone calls that are designed to be extremely scary. Think of what MAGA supporters, what they do. They make these horrible phone calls and they're really scary. Is Warren here tonight? I don't see Warren. So, is George Santos going to... will he experience physical harm? No. He won't experience physical harm, but he definitely will experience threats. Definitely he's going to experience threats. Definitely, that's a really strong yes. I don't think he's going to be physically harmed. I actually feel like he'll be in prison first. Yeah, the guys are saying prison first. I don't know, Ian. I get that he's going to be getting so many threatening calls that he shuts up after a while. Will he be receiving bribes? Not getting that so much. I'm not getting that so much. I think the reason that... I think it's too risky for the Putin Republicans. Cheryl sending hugs. I think it's too risky for the Republicans to blackmail George Santos. Not really getting that that's going to work. Because the thing is, I think the reason for that is that if it leaks that Santos received bribes, like there's too much of a risk that he would out the people that bribed him. So I don't see Warren, but I know it's time for a group hug. He's the one that always points out we have over 200. So we're gonna hug. We're gonna do hug time. Ready? Just to feel each other's support. Ready? Because we're all psychic and we all feel it. 1, 2, 3. Group hug. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I don't see Warren. He's the one that usually calls for the group hug. And thanks for reminding me. James is saying George Santos has nothing to lose. Some people are saying that the GOP will bribe him to be quiet. They'll give him hush money. Yes, it reaches Australia. Of course the group hug reaches Australia. Thanks for joining us. It definitely does. We're all, we're connected no matter where we are. Thanks for asking. I feel like that he won't be... I feel like the GOP will not be bribing him because of... You can't trust Pinocchio. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not feeling like they'll risk that because he could just turn around and say, and this one bribed me, and he would have the receipts, literally. Literally. I'll pull 3 more cards about that. Alright. About Santos, and I'm doing my best to see. The Hangman, yeah. The Knight of Swords, this is for George Santos. There's the law is coming after Pinocchio. And the Wheel of Fortune, his fortunes are going to change. I kind of see George Santos penniless and broken. And the Hangman, and he's going to have to surrender. This is really about him. His life is over in terms of him being free. Was the real Putin in the UAE today? I can ask the Pendulum, but I don't know what you mean by the real Putin. You have to kind of define the real Putin, because I can't really answer that. Let's take a look at MAGA Mike. I know somebody just posted, it went by quickly, that they felt weird today. Well, yesterday in Texas, there were a lot of shootings, and today there was a shooting at the University of Las Vegas. And speaking of that we're all connected, when we do our group hugs, we feel that. We feel what's going on with the gun violence. And Sylvia's here from Texas. We feel what's going on with the gun violence, and it's not easy. Yeah, unsettled. It's not easy, and it affects me greatly, and it affects you greatly, even if you don't know it's affecting you. So this is why we do 20 on Tuesdays, guided meditations for a healed America. We hear, and we'll read about this too. I think about MAGA Mike and the last shooting in Lewiston, Maine, and on October 25th. I think about MAGA Mike, who had just gotten in that speaker position because of the corruption, and his response to the Lewiston, Maine shootings was that we don't need more gun laws. And so here we are, when they say thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, and so we think and we pray and we think and we pray and we think and we pray, we send positive thoughts and we think and we pray and we think and we pray, and so then the Democrats come up with, here, let's have these gun laws in place, which is the answer to the prayers, right? And then of course they're all evil, the Putin Republicans are all evil, and they just say, no, we need more guns. And then you have Cruz up there going, we need to lock down, we need better doors to lock the schools or the universities or whatever. I haven't heard if there were deaths, but people were shot. I haven't heard how many. Las Vegas suffered from a massive shooting where I think 60 people died. But honestly, I mean, don't think for a second that you're not feeling that. In Las Vegas, there were about 60 people were slaughtered. Gun massacre. I don't even see. We lose track. We lose track. So it affects all of us. That we cannot get to a place in this country where reasonable gun laws are put into place. So I'm going to pull 3 cards about that. Now, I want to mention that I think the Democrats are going to take over the House around March, April. Can you hear me now? I think the Democrats are going to take over the House around March, April, around then. Okay, I gotta go. I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta go. The audio is choppy, and it's, people can't hear what I'm saying. Just let me know. Because I'll go if it's not, all right, well, it's been a stressful day. My mom is sick. There was a big shooting. There's a lot going on. Watch that, Betty. Thank you for making me laugh. Donald Trump is right out there telling us he's going to be a dictator. He's going to overthrow our government. All right, I'll stay. I'll stay. Let's get Betty Bunny here. All right, let's get Betty Bunny here. Hang on. But McCarthy is quitting. We need a Betty Bunny moment. Let's adjust a few things. We need a candle. We need Betty Bunny. We need a candle. And I'll continue when I get the A-OK from you guys. I'm going to move this over so you can see the Charlie Brown tree. And we're going to hug Betty Bunny. Oh my goodness. We're here to help each other. We're here to help each other. We're here to support each other. We're here to be like celebrating the beautiful, loving, kind people. I wanted to put that sign up today. Yeah, it's really, it's been a hard day. I mean, I'm okay, but it's really, there's a lot going on. Thank you for your love and support. I'd keep her here, but she can't sit on she always falls off. All right. So we have Donald Trump being interviewed by Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity was giving him the opportunity to say, no, I won't be a dictator. Yeah, they keep messing with our bliss. That's true. So do we all hear that? Do we all hear that Donald Trump was up there going, I mean, Sean Hannity was trying to give him an out. Are you really gonna go all dictator like people are saying? And he said yeah. I'm gonna keep going, and if the sound is bad, I'm just gonna keep going, and then he'll be a dictator for one day only, but he's saying for day one. Did you hear him wrong, or are you just saying that's your opinion? No, what he was saying that on day one he would be a dictator. He didn't say for one day. Let's get it straight. You really think he meant he'd be a dictator for just one day? Day one. Let's get it straight, people. Let's get the facts straight. He said day one. No, he said day one. He literally said he would be walking up the stairs. This is a different interview. He said he would be walking up the stairs, you know, getting ready to be inaugurated, and on the way up the stairs, he'd be signing all these decrees about what he was going to do to such and so on his enemy list. Yeah, that's where we are. So let's take a look at his cards, because Jack Smith is coming closer and closer and closer. And I'm going to show you my mug. He's telling the truth. He's not hiding it. And I'm not saying that this would ever happen. Yeah, I'm not saying it would ever happen. Can I turn CC on for tonight? I didn't know that wasn't the case. Gosh, I will have to look at that, because I don't know if I can. I'm sorry, I'll have to figure out how to do that. I know closed captioning is afterwards. You can do that. So if it ever happened, it would be our own fault for not stopping it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Just saying, if it ever happened, it would be on us. And when you heard him, if you saw any of it, I only watch it on Midas Touch or, videos. Hannity is stupid. Hannity also was scared to death on January 6, 2021. But when I see Trump and Hannity together on that stage, I do feel like the audience is paid. I don't know how to turn on closed caption. If you know how I do that, I've never looked into it. If you see the people in the audience during this so-called town hall with Sean Hannity and Donald Trump, I think that they're paid. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Closed caption doesn't work during a live. He said the first day he would be a dictator. Do you think he would stop being a dictator after the first day? Hannity was trying to give him an out by asking him that question. And Donald Trump doubled down. Just like he said, stand back and stand by to the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, because they were getting ready to lead an insurrection. Right? So when I see those people in the audience applauding and being awful and applauding a dictator, applauding dictatorship like they're at a rock concert, and I'm looking at Donald Trump and I'm seeing how fat and ugly he is, what a horrible excuse for a human being that he is, and it's all about him, and he doesn't care about anybody, his children, his own children included. Who's dumber, Hannity or Trump? Trump. I feel like Trump is dumber, but he's a shyster too, if you call that smart. And I'm feeling these people, and I'm like, they feel like they're paid. It does feel like they're paid. Applauding somebody who hates them. And applauding for him to take over American democracy with a dictatorship. Thank you, Christina. And they're applauding. So if we don't do our duty, democracy elf is going to come. He's going to, what's the elf on the shelf? You don't get any presents? Is that, I don't know the elf on the shelf. I didn't grow up with an elf on the shelf. Ah! That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. We lost the elf. I'm just like, how can they think that that's appealing? I don't understand how you could look at that and say, yeah, oh, I want to be just like you. How about, I know the democracy elf, he jumped ship. Oh my gosh, I'm a basket case today. Yeah, the questions are rigged. By the way, speaking of rigged questions, I'll go get the elf. Hang on. You get coal in your stocking. Oh, okay. Like, he's so revolting. He's so disgusting. He's so, like, thank you, Rhonda. I'm going to go get the elf and then we'll talk about the heinous Trump. Hang on. Come back. Come back. I think we freaked him out. I think Donald Trump is just too difficult for Elliot, the democracy elf. Thank you, Anne. Don't let him have that much control over my emotions. He's not controlling my emotions. Donald Trump is not controlling my emotions. I'm making the point that I don't understand. I cannot no comprende how somebody can look at that man and go, yeah, oh yeah, rock star. Have a cup of tea. Yeah, rock star. And these people have no idea what it would be like, how much they would suffer under a dictatorship. Julie, I'm tempted to read that, but it's too gross. Three cards on how that went for him. Three cards on how that went. Save the elf. Save the elf. Sorry, Elliot. Okay. The death card. I don't rig the cards. I just want you to know. I asked how it went. Thank you, Gloria. I asked how it went for Donald Trump after that last night. That's the end. That's the end for Donald Trump. He's looking off into the distance. There's so much evidence against him. Donald Trump knows the only way for him to regain power is through violence. I'm not saying there will be. Donald Trump knows the only way that he can get out of the trouble that he's in is through violence. This is a death card, because I'm asking about the aftermath of that Hannity and Trump so-called town hall. Game over. Yeah, that's game over. This is new information that's coming out. Today we found out that the illustrious Jack Smith, yesterday, I think it was last night, we started to find out more and more about the case, the January 6th case and Trump. And so they've got video footage of Trump starting his election denialism long before, like in 2012, saying elections, there's voter fraud, voter fraud was never a thing. It was never a thing. He must look in the mirror and not see it, not see how ugly he is, Trump. They were trying to get a riot to happen in, Trump and his lawyer were trying to get a riot to happen in Detroit November 4th. And that was the day before the election, right? Who was the lawyer that he was conspiring with to start a riot in Detroit? Trump is saying the most heinous things possible. We're going to find out a lot more information. So anyway, Jack Smith is looking at, and he's got the video, he's got all the evidence to prove that it wasn't just that Trump, because this is what Trump was trying to say for the longest time, was that, oh, my lawyers told me that the election was stolen, so I was just going by what they said. And that is so polar opposite of what really happened. And we have videos, there's videos everywhere of Trump saying, you know, there's election fraud, there's voter fraud. And today I was thinking about, let's not forget, Louis DeJoy, who I'm still writing letters to the Board of Governors, and Joe Biden about Louis DeJoy. Did we forget about what Louis DeJoy was doing when Trump was in office? The poor postal workers. I mean, it was like, we're going to shut down the mail. They took away your local, you know, corner mailbox. They were dismantling and throwing out the mail sorting machines. There were animals that were being transported through the U.S. mail, and like little chicks, and they were dying. And it was like it was insanity. So there was plenty of premeditation about stealing our democracy. Plenty. 3 cards about the DOJ. Did destroy? Oh, that's good. I haven't heard that one, James. DeJoy. Should be DeGone. He destroyed the sorting machines. Yeah. Oh, Maria, how are you doing? Feeling better? I think my mom got what you had. Alright, so 3 cards about the DOJ and Trump. Allowing the mail... Yeah, and we're right in the middle of a pandemic, and they shut down the mail service. Talk about being named wrong, DeJoy. DeJoyless. So, I'm reading about the DOJ. Okay, the Magician card is coming up about the DOJ. The Queen of Swords. Judge Chutkan. The DOJ is working closely with Judge Chutkan. Happy birthday, Angela! Yay! Let's hear it for the Sagittarians. Oh dear, mine's coming up soon. The Magician and the DOJ. This is Judge Chutkan, and this is a DOJ doing magic, just, I mean, the way they put things together, because they're making the case, and it's going to seem like, it's going to feel like a magic wand just comes in one fell swoop. And this is the Page of Pentacles. They have a very clear case. They are methodically plotting out how they're going to make the case that Donald Trump is a traitor. I get seditious. Yeah, I get sedition too. I'm getting sedition, traitor, violated his oath. There's really a lot of icky, bad stuff. Well, stuff that we can celebrate because we want him put away for good. There's a lot of stuff coming up for Trump from the DOJ. And Trump knows it. And he never, ever in his life, Trump has never in his life been this discombobulated. He's never in his life been this upset. He's really unhappy. He's really miserable. And that's why I said I don't know how these people that are watching him can admire that. And they are. Let's ask the Pendulum. Are the people that are in the audience of these Fox town halls, are they, like, remember the one with Caitlin Collins? The day after he was found guilty of sexual assault, which was really rape. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a little better, Maria. Does Trump know that does he know that there's no way out? Trump knows there's no way out. And like I said, all he has to resort to is violence. So let's ask this. Let's just ask. Is he going to resort to getting people to be violent? Is he going to resort to that? No. I actually think he'll be stopped before that. On that same town hall, Trump was he glorifies people that are murderers. He was glorifying Al Capone. Were the Trump audience, were they paid actors? I get a yes on that. Well, you know, you couldn't pay me to be there. You need to go chill. What are you going to do? Be grateful? It's not my fault that the news is stressful. Yeah, I haven't seen Randy Rainbow's sedition video. I need to look that up. I've actually had, I'm not saying that you're doing this, but I'm not saying you're doing this, but I've actually had people complain to me about the news. I mean, complain about my reporting the news. Oh, I can't take it. It's so negative. It's like, I'm not making the news. I'm telling you the news. I'm telling you from a psychic perspective. It's not my fault the news is terrible. If it were up to me, I'd make it better. It's not my job to hide it. They definitely were at the UAW strike rally. I miss the conversation there. It's interesting to me that, I mean, I've had people leave my channel because they don't like the negative news. It's like, well, I wish I could change it. We do on 20 on Tuesdays, every Tuesday night, we do a guided meditation for a healed America. We send thought energy into changing America. And then every time something good happens, and there's a lot good happening too. Yeah, we have to talk about it, right, Cheryl? There's a lot of good happening too. Every time we focus our attention on what we do want, we make some powerful things happen. And there are a lot of positive things happening. I tell people all the time, the fact that we made it through January 6, 2021 should make you very, very, very happy. Thank you, be grateful. Thank you for saying that it's not me. Trump paid people to hold signs at the UAW strike rally. What did the signs say? I didn't remember that. Let's ask the Pendulum, when will we hear more about what they have on Trump? Will we hear more this week about what they have on Trump? Not this week. I mean the DOJ. Yes, colorful foresight, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. If it weren't for Trump, we wouldn't even be together like this. You have to acknowledge it to change it. Excuse me. Oh, Pendulum, please tell us if Donald Trump is going to be put away. Is he going to be put away? Yes. Somebody said something awesome. I want to know what it was. Randy Rainbow invited you to one of his comedy skits, invited you backstage. Oh, fun! Fun! Huh. Okay. Who next? Kevin McCarthy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, doesn't that make you smile? Instead of being under a dictatorship right now, Donald Trump is being held accountable. Right? Pro-Trump signs at the UAW strikes. And then he said, yeah, and then Trump was up there going, you won't have any jobs. He's such an optimist, isn't he? There's nothing that Trump is like saying that he will do that's appealing. None of it is appealing. Think about what Trump is proposing. First of all, he ran for president in 2020 on no platform. Nothing. He never says what he's going to do for the American people. Ever. Anyway, the Pendulum said he's going to be put away. Time for dad jokes. Oh, do I have another dad joke? Oh, let me think. I can't think of one right now. I'm too in my psychic brain. I remember don't take any wooden nickels. He was in a non-union shop. Trump was in a non-union shop. Yeah, honestly. McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy. We knew he was going down. Is there a debate tonight? Does anybody know? I can't watch those debates. How close are the Dems to taking the House? Have you not been watching me? The other night I mentioned that I had said last year, at this time last year, when we knew the Republicans won the House, we did pretty good in the November 22 elections, but when we found out that the Republicans were going to have a slight majority in the House, I said it's going to be a roller coaster ride, but I saw around the springtime the Democrats would take over the House. The thing was, I don't know if I said... Hang on. Thomas, you're killing me. I don't know if I said the year. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the year is 2024. The Democrats will take back the House. Why don't some fish play the piano? Because you can't tune a fish. That is a dad joke. Let's hear it. Yeah. Yeah, Republicans only have a 2-vote advantage once McCarthy leaves. Let's ask this. Is he on drugs or just normally like that? Who? Trump? Is there a Republican debate tonight? Oh, I haven't seen the interview with Biden. I just saw little clips of it. Ben Meiselas interviewed Biden. Anyway, so I got that in the springtime the Democrats would take back the House. When we're going to start talking like that. When the Democrats take back the House in the spring, the debate starts in 7 minutes, we're going to be okay. So if you do nothing else, and you're going to get coal in your stocking because Democracy Health was watching you, if you do nothing else, visualize the Democrats taking back the House. The Republicans are having a debate at 8 p.m. I cannot watch those debates. They're very, very useless. Visualize Hakeem Jeffries, the speaker. If you do nothing else, just really, I'm totally serious. Our thoughts are powerful. Our thoughts are energy. Remember, Willie Nelson has a song called Energy Follows Thought. Hakeem called Pinocchio a serial fraudster. That's funny. Lots of Republican money going behind Nikki Haley now. They're not going to elect Nikki Haley. However far she gets, she's not going to be beating Biden. Because the Republicans are too chauvinist and or misogynist to vote for a woman. And if Hillary wasn't able to do it, well, Russia meddled in the elections. But there's no way Nikki Haley would be president. Yeah, I can't watch that debate. It's just ridiculous. It's a total waste of time. I'm gonna pull 3 cards about Jim Jordan. Because I guess apparently they're going ahead with these impeachment inquiry hearings. They are wasting all of our money, and then they're withholding aid from Ukraine. And I also saw, there's so much going on, honestly. I also saw, we'll talk about it on Friday, that there was a hearing about trans girls playing sports, and there was a Republican that was the chairperson of this hearing. I just saw a little bit of it, and I was like, whoa, what the heck is going on there? And she totally, you think I ran. This woman was, and I apologize, I saw it so quickly, I don't have names to name for you, but there is video on YouTube. This woman is totally freaking out. She was the chairperson at the meeting. Totally freaking out. Telling about how she protects girls' rights. She protects women's rights. She's all about women's rights. She's all about women's rights. Bashing the trans athletes. Yeah, war going on, and they're focused on trans kids. It's really, you wonder why we get how we get, right? Totally off the rails, screaming about how she's all about girls' rights and women's rights, and she was about the trans kids or athletes. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? You're not for girls' rights. You're not for women's rights. You're not for any of that. And thank God for Jasmine Crockett and AOC to set them straight. The hypocrisy is, I mean, we're just drowning in hypocrisy. I'm actually, since I'm talking about it, I'm going to pull 3 cards about that. They're wasting all this time. The Democratic women, they smacked them down, and they need to keep doing that. And we need to all watch the astrology show from yesterday, Spirit Talk podcast, because we were talking about what's coming. And Pluto in Aquarius, I think I have that right, means that people are going to start rising up. Maria, why would you say Nikki Haley is not your choice? You're not going to vote for a Republican anyway. Yeah, they're all, oh, we're Christians, oh, we're Christians, oh, we're Christians, and we need you to hate. Did Jesus hate? They have a different Jesus. I mean, from what I can see. 3 cards about that. And if you know the name of the chairwoman that was chairing that hearing, she's from Michigan. I didn't write her name down, but you can put it up there. They have real work to do, but they don't want to. Yeah, it's beyond that. They refuse to work. These people got elected into office, well, a lot of it through gerrymandering, a lot of it through voter suppression. They got into office, and they're refusing to work for their constituents. So what's going to come from that is the Fool. That woman, you can put up her name if you know what it is, and we'll revisit that. We'll revisit that on Friday. Jesus did not hate. I mean, we can all get signs that say Jesus did not hate. The Fool card is coming up. She made a fool of herself, saying that she's standing up for women, and they've got abortion bans. They have no concern about women's equal rights. She made herself look like a fool. What's her name? 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. The Democrats are working really hard at getting rid of these people. Getting them ousted. Getting them ousted. Yes. They should be held accountable for not doing their jobs. They should be held accountable for violating their oath of office. The hypocrisy, we are drowning in hypocrisy. From Michigan. A Republican from Michigan. I'll let you know who it was. Yeah, there's a Moms of Liberty scandal. Exactly. Banning books. They don't have a Jesus. Yeah. They don't have a Jesus. They're bowing down to evil and hatred. That is good yogurt. I missed something there. Oh, Thomas is reminding me it's time for a commercial. Thank you for reminding me. You don't know how many views MSNBC gets on TV, but on her, their views are low. All right. Somebody's talking about yogurt. Hang on a sec. All right. Don't leave. I just got to tell you what I'm up to. The winter solstice event is Sunday, December 17th. You want to get in the holiday spirit, right? We're going to create some magic. Starts at 4. I'm going to be playing live music from 4 to 4:30. So you can show up when you can. It's on Zoom. Tickets are available on my website, psychicannetteDion.com. Book a tarot reading or a tea leaf reading or sign up for spiritual life coaching. I have 30 years experience in this business, psychicannetteDion.com. Save our democracy by going to grassrootsofdemocracy.com and getting our Zoom invites for our meetings. Tomorrow night we have a discussion group. It's 1 hour. Make your life better by watching Church of Spirituality. Sundays at 1 Eastern on Christmas Eve, which is on Sunday. We have 2 services because we have our 1 o'clock and then I'm doing a 10 p.m. Eastern time, that is, service on Christmas Eve, and then again on Christmas Day, which is on a Monday. So lots of church coming up. And Church of Spirituality is for everybody. It's not religion. All right, that's my ad. PsychicAnnetteDion.com is where you can find everything that I'm up to. And please come to the Winter Solstice event because it's going to be awesome. And starts at 4, but if you want to join late or just treat it like an open house, that's fine too. But we are going to be doing ritual and meditation also. Any questions, class? Any questions about my offerings, class? And I'm so glad that my internet is working because I didn't really want to leave and it was really distressing me that you guys were saying you couldn't hear me and it was choppy. Blame it on the solar flares. I'm going to look at what MAGA Mike's fate is. I see him making more flubs, you know, more gaffes. I do see MAGA Mike making more gaffes. I definitely do. I think... And this is true for a lot of them. A lot of them aren't sleeping. So a lot of them, they're, you know, if somebody doesn't sleep because they're all stressed out, their brains stop working. Look at Trump. MAGA Mike. Man, that 2 of Cups keeps coming up around him. He's trying to make deals. MAGA Mike's trying to make deals. He's trying to make deals to get money that he needs. He's definitely in the clouds, delusional, and he keeps thinking Trump is going to bail him out. I don't know how. Why would he think that Trump is going to bail him out? The plot thickens. Why does MAGA Mike think that Trump's going to bail him out? Well, I think that he did the same thing to... I think he did the same thing to Kevin McCarthy. Is Thomas telling more jokes? Good. Thank you, Mindy. I appreciate it. Let's visualize 10,000 followers for me. Yeah, that'd be good. 10,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel. Maybe a pocket pardon. I didn't even think of that. Yes. Is it a pocket pardon? I do. I feel like MAGA Mike is tiptoeing around and seeing what he can get. Like, you know when you really need something and it's really important and you just have to say it the right way and set it up the right way, and that's where MAGA Mike is. Don't want to blow it, don't want to be too dramatic. That's a few readers say, who's going to run again and again? Who are you referring to, the other Annette in the chat? Who's going to run again and again? Trump's brain stopped years ago. Is MAGA Mike looking for Trump to bail him out somehow? Yes. I think you're right. I think it's a pocket pardon. I hadn't even thought of that. Is that what MAGA Mike is looking for? No, I don't think there is a pocket pardon. I don't think there is a pocket pardon, so he's looking for something else. But I really get there's a strong similarity between McCarthy going to Mar-a-Lago and MAGA Mike later going to Mar-a-Lago. There's a very close similarity where Trump promised him something if they did his bidding. He's a Stepford speaker. Oh, he's a creepy guy. How long will it take McCarthy to go to Mar-a-Lago? Again? What do you mean? Biden is running and will win. Vote, vote, vote. Here's the thing. We need Trump out of there because Trump is planning to take over as a dictator. Now I am fine. Good. Thank you for telling me I'm fine. I appreciate that. Okay. The fascist Republicans, the Putin fascist Republicans, are refusing to help Ukraine to fight Vladimir Putin. And I want to say about that I think that the Republicans are going to be outed. I think the Republicans are going to be outed. I think they're going to be outed as being supported by the Kremlin. Okay, so I'm going to pick 3 cards. About that. I feel like the Putin Republicans are going to be outed by the DOJ. They're building up to that. Yeah, they're building up to that. The DOJ is building up to these Putin Republicans being outed for working for Putin. George Santos got a new job doing videos for $200 each on some site. People are really paying him to do them. Probably as a joke. Probably as a joke Christmas present. Because it would make people laugh, right? I do feel like them saying no to aid for Ukraine, well, first of all, it makes us less safe. As a country, it makes us less safe. Putin is talking to bin Salman. The videos that George Santos is making are very gross and nasty. Oh, now you're going to make me nauseous. I don't even want to think about that. To not send aid to Ukraine, which is not, in the whole scheme of things, it's not very much money. It's way less than we'd have to pay if we were boots on the ground in a war. And so, yeah, Ukraine's fighting and dying for democracy. Fighting and dying to save democracy and to keep Putin from going further. So they're literally messing with our national security like Tuberville wasn't enough. They need to go. The DOJ is tracking the connections. Let's remember that there was a Mueller report. And in that Mueller report was evidence and proof that Donald Trump won that election illegitimately because Russia meddled in the election. I know Putin is in Saudi Arabia. And somebody asked me, is Marie Eising? I've answered that question so many times. It's not the original Vladimir Putin. That's not how they operate. But the Putin Republicans, well, there is evidence, and they are. That's Jack Smith's forte. That's what he does. Remember. It's going to get tense, people. I don't want to sugarcoat things. It's going to get tense. Think you can handle that news. And somebody's saying that I'm buffering, and somebody said that there are other stations that are having trouble with their technology. Charlie says it's good, so I'm going to keep going. Okay. They're going to be outed. Really important that we visualize what we want to see happen in America. Yeah, Hillary won the popular vote too. So for anybody to think, oh no, Russia is not meddling in anything. Russia hasn't stopped. The Kremlin has not stopped meddling in American politics. Yeah, it's not. ever stopped. And I'm just going to keep going. People are saying I'm buffering and you can't hear me and whatever. I'm just going to keep going. Yesterday at Spirit Talk Podcast, I watched the video afterwards, and what was happening was we had some technological stuff going on, but it just kind of came back on. So we didn't lose very much at all. So we'll just keep going with it. So the Kremlin has continued to meddle through the internet, meddle people's minds. And I saw a video of, I'm not sure who put the video out on YouTube. You might have seen it, where somebody's asking MAGA Trump supporters at a rally. We see a lot of this. Sorry about the technology. It's the solar flares. It's not just me. So interviewing these people that are MAGA supporters, and it was breathtaking how stupid that they were. And I don't mean to say that like an insult. It was breathtaking how much they didn't know what was going on. All the Palestinians versus Jewish fighting on social media is all, yeah, I agree. It's all Putin and Saudi Arabia, and it's Elon Musk too. So, wow. And what's going on in the Middle East is like, we gotta come together, you guys. We gotta come together and hold each other up. That's why I'm here. Russia's probably messing with my internet. Oh, you're watching the debate and it's funny? That's interesting. These MAGA people, it's very scary that they don't know what's going on. And then when they're interviewed, it's like they start to realize that they don't know what's going on. I saw this one girl standing behind her friend who was talking to an interviewer, or just somebody who was there to find out where they're coming from, the MAGA people. And her friend standing there like, I don't know if you should be doing this. Let's pull 3 cards about the MAGA people. I feel like they're fading. Visualize it fading. Visualize it fading. Yeah, we definitely need some regulating of social media. We do have a lot of AI coming. And so the fakes are laughable right now, but it's going to be pretty soon that they won't be laughable. The AI deep fakes. So I really want to see that anything that's AI is labeled, this is AI, or this may be AI, like some kind of a warning. I think we really need that. But anyway, right now I'm asking about the MAGA people. Cheryl's reminding me about tea leaves. Yeah, the MAGA people, the Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be a change. There's going to be a change in how people perceive, because Trump is coming right out with it. Right in your face. Yes, I will be a dictator. And it's not for one day. It's on day 1. It's going to be very distressing what Trump starts doing, just so you know. People are going to start thinking about their economic standing too. So yeah, there is a change in the MAGA brain. The 8 of Pentacles is us working really hard to make sure they get the message. I mean, yeah, people are basically good. But when people are brainwashed, it's hard to get to the good. Cheryl, can you say something more positive than AI is going to mess with our election? Please? And thank you. You know better than that. I'm surprised that you would post that. Trump put the dick in dictator. You get a bell. Did you see the picture that I posted of Mussolini? It looks exactly like Trump. We can make AI give us good dad jokes. I hate AI. I hate AI with a passion. I hate AI. I'm just going to tell you right now. And here's what I want to say about why I hate AI. Because I like to write and I like to create. All right, Cheryl? You don't say things like that here. It sounded very absolute. And we love you much. 2020 was the most secure election. Yeah, Democrats are winning. Yes, people are starting to take seriously what's going on. I agree, Colorful Foresight. So there is a change coming. And when the MAGA people realize that Trump is offering nothing. Nothing. The Democrats are working really hard. And that includes you and I, because we have Democracy Elf making sure that you're doing what you need to be doing to save democracy. In a way, it's a blessing in disguise that he's just saying it. He's saying that. It's time for tea leaves. You can put a question up if you want. The economy is a Republican's talking point. Well, Joe Biden's hitting it out of the park. Amy's a visual artist and AI scares her. You told AI you can't stand it and it gave you back a whole paragraph? What do you have, chat or something? Chat GP, is that what it's called? Like, I actually am a writer. I enjoy writing. I love to write, and the feeling of, satisfaction after you write something that's quality, it's like, it makes you feel good about yourself. To have to use your own skills and talents makes you feel good and more human. I like human intelligence, and I think AI, just the words AI, artificial intelligence, are insulting. They're insulting to me. Gavin Newsom set DeSantis straight. I should read on DeSantis. Alexa is AI. I'm talking about really way more advanced AI. All right. Let's ask the pendulum. Since I brought up DeSantis, because somebody brought up the Gavin Newsom. Is Ron DeSantis going to drop out? Is he on the stage right now? James, I agree. I won't use AI either. I mean it. Elon is something else. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I love to write. It's so enjoyable to write. And then, you're going to be like, oh, well, I want to write something. And somebody's like, oh, let me write it. And then they just ask AI. Is Ron DeSantis, is he gonna drop out of the race? Yes, he's gonna drop out. Ron is going to drop out. People are getting impatient. Yes, I have the tea leaves. I love you guys. It's just a lot of stress in the year, so don't take it personally. I'm glad we're here. Well, I see in the position of the sun, I see a rocket ship. I'm not really sure why. Why would there be a rocket ship? I might have to look that up. Maybe that's telling us there's solar flares. Thank you, Cheryl. You made me feel better. They pay people to come to Trump's rallies. That's true. You see a dancer. I see a rocket ship. Trying to figure out who would be running against Biden, remember? My pendulum wouldn't tell me that, though. I mean, it won't be Trump. Yeah, we haven't really gotten into that yet. Blast off of indictments in Congress. There's some big stuff coming. Yeah, we lost Norman Lear, one of the greats. Yeah, man. God rest his soul. You see a girl dancing in a ball gown. I see a rocket. I'm going to look that up. On the bottom of the cup, we have a cross. And we have a snake. That's a snake. And that's okay. You're going to see a lot of verbal attacks on prominent females. I don't want to make you feel freaked out by that. This is a submarine. You guys see that? We have, that looks like a dragon to me. We saw a dragon and a diamond. Okay, so I do see a submarine. I do see some tension averted. This looks like with the U.S. and with the Navy, and I see tension averted. It's a good thing we got those promotions happening, because I see us getting our strength back militarily. You see a sideways 5 and a dancer, a flamingo. Oh, that's cool. Fox got a new lawsuit against them. Good. I am going to look up a couple things in the book. But see the snake? This is the men trying to mess with women's rights. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I have to look it up. A rocket. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get back to that later because I can't find my glasses. I'm just gonna intuitively tell you that we're gonna find out some information about outer space. Yeah, this is definitely it looks like a T, but it's a sword. We are protected. We're not going to blow ourselves up. We're going to be okay. I see a lot of people come into a place where they feel more spiritual. This reminds me of the star, Star of Wonder, Star of Light. What do you call it? The Star of Bethlehem. There's hope coming. I don't feel like this is UFOs. This is a lot of something about space. There is good news. There's always good news, but that's like the Star of Bethlehem there. And I see we saw a lizard the other night. I'm kind of seeing that again, and the lizard had to do with be careful of don't believe everything that you see. And this is a submarine, and I get the sense that the United States is going to have the upper hand militarily. Aliens are protecting all over the world. I don't know if I adhere to that. But anyway, that doesn't mean it's not true. The snake is the Republicans trying to mess with the women. And so keep an eye on what's going on with those abortion bans, because they really are. Some of them are really hell-bent on taking away women's rights, but I see more activity around that. Very interesting tea leaves tonight. With that, don't be fooled. See, this is like the Star of Bethlehem, which was a symbol of hope in the Bible story. And the dragon, once again, it means like don't be fooled by illusions. Alrighty, that's what I have for you tonight. I apologize if it was totally crazy, but it's this crazy energy. Where's the moon today? I'm gonna have to talk about Kathy about what was going on. It is in Virgo. No, Virgo. Neptune went direct today, so a lot of the fog is going to clear. Make sure you check out Spirit Talk podcast from yesterday. Thank you, Colorful Foresight. Please support the channel, become a member, please subscribe, please share, and when you become a member, you get thank you, James, you get an affirmation in your inbox every morning. And that means you get to start your day off with positivity. So become a member, and you also get invited to a psychic party once a month at the end of the month on Saturday. And please sign up go to psychicannetteDion.com. You have to type in the .com. Sign up for the winter solstice event. Let's get in the spirit. Let's raise some energy. That's what we'll be doing. That's all I have for you tonight. I love you all. We'll stay in touch. Namaste. See ya.